Today I'm whipping up an easy gluten-free and vegan bread right in my bread maker. Just 9 ingredients, zero fuss, and total homemade goodness. Here's what you'll need. A bread maker with a gluten-free setting, I love mine, potato starch, brown rice flour, sorghum flour, salt, xanthan gum, instant yeast, water, olive oil, and a little maple syrup for that subtle sweetness. This recipe was inspired by the one that came in my bread maker's manual. But of course, I couldn't leave it alone. I swapped out a few flours until I found the perfect combo. And this version right here is one of my favorites. So, fun story. My husband got me the Kitchen Arm 29-in-1 Smart Bread Machine for Christmas. It had amazing Amazon reviews and a gluten-free setting. I've been using it every single weekend since seriously, it's that good. It also came with this cool dual-side measuring spoon. Tablespoon on one end, teaspoon on the other, with these little lines inside for quick measuring. It's super handy. Alright, when it comes to gluten-free baking, accuracy is everything. So grab your kitchen scale and measure the flours in grams. Trust me, it makes a big difference. Let's start with 199 grams of potato starch. I'm using Bob Red Mills today, but I've been loving the organic option from Food to Live lately. I'll keep mine in glass jars and store the extra in sealed canning jars to keep everything fresh. Next up, 65 grams of brown rice flour. Again, Bob Red Mills today, but I'm planning to switch to an organic one soon. Gotta keep things wholesome. Now let's portion 116 grams of sorghum flour. Still using Bob's here today, but I've tested Food to Live version and it works beautifully. Normally I mix the flours together in one bowl to save time, but today I'm keeping them separate for this video so you can see everything clearly. Before we dump anything in, double check that the paddle is locked into the pan. You do not want to find out it's missing halfway through adding the ingredients. Time to load it up. Always add your liquids first. So start off with your water, maple syrup, and olive oil. If they are chilled, just pop them in the microwave for 10 seconds. Then pile on the dry ingredients: starch, flours, salt, and xanthan gum. Finally, sprinkle the yeast on top of the flour mountain. Keep it away from the liquids for the best rise. Close the lid and set your bread maker to the gluten-free cycle. On mine, that's setting 5. I also go with the 1.5-pound loaf size and the dark crust option, because who doesn't love a little extra crunch? It kicks off with 2 rounds of mixing that your bread machine's doing its thing. Sit back and let it work. After the first mix, peek inside and use a spatula to scrape down any bits stuck to the sides. That way you'll get an even, perfect loaf. Alright, it's baking time. The loaf is already rising beautifully, and there's about an hour left on the clock. And voila, the bread is done. I usually crack the lid for a few minutes to let it cool a bit and then unplug the machine. Carefully remove the pan, twist then lift. It's hot, so grab your oven mitts. Flip the pan upside down and the loaf should slide right out. Give it a gentle shake if it needs some encouragement. Check the bottom for the paddle. I use this little metal hook that came with the machine to pop it out. Then let the loaf sit for about 15 minutes before slicing. You will end up with a nice squared shaped loaf. You can slice it thick for toast or cut it in half depending on your toaster size. Okay, the moment of truth. There's nothing like homemade bread. This is one of my absolute favorite recipes, and honestly, it's become a weekend tradition in our house. Store it in an airtight container for 3 to 4 days. After that, it gets a bit dense, but that's when I cube it up and make croutons for salad. Waste not, want not. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more yummy recipes, and let me know in the comments how yours turns out. Check my website for a full printable recipe, and most of the products and ingredients I used in this are linked in the description below. And I'll see you next time.